All right, ladies and gents, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to go over the season pass. Is it a ripoff? We're going over the best way to use gems updated. I was wrong. And my first 5-star hero, we got timestamps down below so you can check out each one that you're looking for. So first thing I want to go over is the season pass. So we have seasons introduced into the game now. This is going to be season 1. Typical tasks that you're going to do: daily tasks, weekly tasks, seasonal tasks. You're going to get these little tokens. Fill this up. For our rewards, they're not too bad. They're going to give us some energy, some compasses. The big thing from this though is going to be this: the arcane antimatter. So we got a brand new summoning banner, and you can only use the arcane antimatter in this. And that summoning banner is going to give you a minimum 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. So there are no 2-star characters in that banner. So you got your free pass down here, and then you got your paid one up here. If we take a look at the paid one, we're getting, a bunch of different things. Complete the season, obtain these extra rewards. 800 stamina. Now, the thing that I want to go over is the price, because I seen a lot of people like complaining about the price on the YouTube channel that this game has. They have their own YouTube channel where they kind of like do promos and stuff, and people were complaining about it. So it's $14.99 USD. I did see that it was like almost $20 in euros or something. I think people were saying it was like $18.99 in euros or something like that. So for depending on where you are, it might be like 20, but for me in America, it's 15. Now, is it worth it, right? Is this a ripoff? Well, we can kind of break it down in a simple term of seeing how much each thing is worth individually based on the gems. So 800 stamina, right, is basically, if we take a look at it and we were to go ahead and we were to, buy stamina, it's 50 gems for 100 stamina. So we'd get 800 stamina, 800 energy, which would be equivalent to, I believe it's like 400 gems. So you can see 400 gems is roughly $5. So from that, season pass, battle pass, whatever you want to call it, it's $15 for us. And you can see that $5 already is coming from the 800 stamina we're going to get. We're also getting legendary antimatter. We're only getting 5 puzzle pieces though, which is not going to be enough to get a legendary antimatter. We're also getting 30 tickets. These have no value to me. I'm not even going to put a value because we get so many of these for free. The game gives you tons and tons for free. Like, these are so easy to come by. Compasses, they can be valuable once you get to the point where you really need them. The 30 arena tokens, it's hard to really put a value on the 30 arena tokens because arena is pretty straightforward of just going ahead and trying to rank high on the leaderboard. If you're free to play, you're obviously not going to rank high on the leaderboard because people are going to spend money. They're going to have better characters and they're going to be stronger. So really, 30 of those just so you can do more attacks isn't going to help you when you're not strong enough to actually like attack people because they're stronger than you, right? You're going to get to a point where right now I'm in bronze 2. I barely do the PvP in this because, I'm free to play, and PvP like this is mostly, pay to win. But once you get to like higher ranks, you're going to get to a point where people are just, they spent more money than you, so you can't even attack people. So the arena tokens to me are really just, they're not really going to help you out that much, unless you're a super pay to play. So what we're really looking at here is the antimatter, the arcane antimatter. So we're getting 13 of these. So roughly, is the $10 going to be equivalent to 13 of these? So if we go ahead and we look at the summoning, the portals area, the arcane time portal, we got, like I said before, you only get 3, 4, and 5 stars. So you cannot get any 2 stars from this, which is pretty good because the 2 stars really fall off. The 2 stars become pretty useless very fast. If we take a look at this, one summon for the arcane antimatter, it's a 480 gems. If we take a look at the time portal, it's only 200 gems. And then like this one is also only 200. So the price is more than double. You know, it's double and then some. So 480 gems is equivalent to like more than $5. So you know, it's a little bit more than $5 just to do one pull. That's pretty ridiculous. $5 for, you know, a 3-star hero for one pull. So if we take a look at the battle pass, season pass, you know, we're getting, you know, 13 of these, $5 a pop if you want to do it based on gems. You know, this alone would be like 60, you know, over $60 just for that, and this is only 15. So game wise, in the way they set up their economy for this game, it's worth it. You know, because $15 for 13 arcane antimatter is good, because the way they are saying it is they're valuing one arcane antimatter basically is $5 to them. That's what they're valuing it as. Next thing I want to go over is the gems use. So in my other beginner's guide, I talked about using gems, and I said that like I thought the best way to spend the gems was through the special buildings, so the luxury buildings, so like the homes, the luxury homes, spend your gems on this. However, I was brought to my attention that once you do get to a certain point in the technology, if we head on over to our technology, I believe it is in the classic Greece area? One of these, I think it's the classic Greece era. You actually get to a point right here. It's this one, the column one. So once you get to start doing research for either the silver ring, the toga, or the column, you're going to notice that you're going to have this little research thing where it removes the existing building limit. So you're going to be able to build as many buildings as you want. So yeah, that is a huge game changer. I didn't know about that. So if you want, I would definitely say at this point then, going ahead and spending your gems to unlock the land seems like a better option at this point, right? Because now we can go ahead and you can just build as many of those, like once you get to that point, right? If you're not in that era, you're not going to notice. So you definitely have to kind of look ahead in order to understand it. I just got to a point in the Monona era, however you say this, but I got to a point where now, for when I did sheep herding right here, this area, we're removing the existing building limit on little culture sites. So at this point right now, I can go ahead and I can start building as many of these little culture sites as I want, and I do not have a limit. So very important to try and look ahead of that research, something I didn't do. Luckily, I have amazing viewers who let me know when I am wrong and let me know why I am wrong. So that is a good thing to point out. So that's going to be what I would say now is the best way to use your gems. Next thing I want to go over is I finally got a 5-star hero. I got my first 5-star hero a few days ago. And the 5-star hero that I got was Leonardo da Vinci. I am free to play. I didn't spend any money in the game, and I got him from just the regular portal. So the time portal right here, I just used my antimatter, didn't use any gems, you know, just as I randomly would get these from completing quests and going through the campaign, I'd use them. And I went ahead and I got my first 5-star. This guy has been a huge game changer, definitely a big help. Helped me get through some campaign stages that I was kind of struggling with. 5-star heroes, man, this guy, he's pretty crazy. If we take a look at his ability, teleports to the largest cluster of enemies, shoots projectiles at enemies within a range of 2, burns them, damages them over time, and we also gain a percentage of attack and attack speed for the rest of the battle. He then goes ahead and teleports back to his original position on the battlefield after 4 seconds. The only problem I've had with this is you have to be careful about how you use him, because sometimes I have it on auto and it will summon him in literally the largest cluster of enemies. And because there's so many of those little minions attacking, they all basically put focus on him and it just shreds his HP bar. I have had a few instances where he kind of like self-destroyed himself because he used the ability, put himself right in the middle, and he's not really a tank per se. and he just got absolutely obliterated by, you know, just being surrounded by so many enemies. So that's one thing that you have to kind of keep an eye out for, is when you activate this. I definitely think the auto combat in this game is atrocious, and I highly recommend when you go ahead and you're doing battles, try to do them manually, because like I said, you don't want to have him just spawn in to a cluster by himself. Like if I go ahead and I put it on auto and we see him just like spawn into a big cluster on his own, and there's no other heroes nearby, he kind of is going to take a ton of damage very fast. And the other thing to keep in mind also is with your healer, having a healer with auto on, the computer is just going to automatically use the healing ability for your healing character as soon as they have their energy charged up. And if your characters, you know, are pretty much full HP or really close to being full HP, it's a wasted heal. So you kind of want to hold off on using your healing character's special ability to heal your allies until you see some of the other characters really, you know, start to take a lot of damage, seeing their HP bars really low. So I would just kind of, you know, hold off, you know, just be careful with how you use auto combat, because I've done auto combat and I've lost the stage, and then I've done the stage again and I did it manually myself and I won it. So that, like, see, he just like summoned himself in front of all those and he's like, you know, getting beat to hell by all those enemies. Luckily our healer did just pop their healing ability, so that helped a lot. But you can see, like, you know, be very cautious of like certain 5-star characters, like someone like this who just, you know, summons themselves in the middle of all of the damage and stuff. But that is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.